No Houston, no Schultz, up at the Gabba. Brisbane are 5-0. Easter Thursday, no worries. Let's get into it. This video could not be possible without the support of Swish. Swish, if you don't know, they're a website where you can go on, get an AFL player or get one of your favourite Collingwood stars, Nick Dacos, Josh Dacos, after their incredible games today. Jack Crisp, DeGoey, Mychek, Darcy Cameron, Scott Pendlebury, all of these guys, get them to send you, a friend, your mum for Mother's Day, an enemy, a personal video to say happy birthday or whatever it may be. Use the code Swoop Luke for 10% off, or use the link. So thank you, Swish, for sponsoring Swoop Luke. Now, let's get into this incredible game. So before the season started, our first 6 weeks looked absolutely hard, right? We were going to play 6 of last year's finalists. Remember that we finished 9th. We were traveling 3 times. We were playing opening round. We were versing grand finalists back to back. And you would have said, oh, look, if we can go 3-3, that would be pretty sweet, right? You know, with the year that we had last season. We're 5-1 now. We defeated the undefeated team. We defeated the self-proclaimed comeback kings at their home on Easter Thursday. And we didn't just defeat them, right? We absolutely smashed them to the tune of 52 points. In that second half, they only kicked 3 goals, Brisbane, right? They kicked 7 goals for the whole match. They didn't even have 40 inside 50s. We just absolutely blanketed them. And, you know, we've said a lot of the times, oh, you know, Collingwood don't really do 4-quarter performances. Yes, we had that one against Port Adelaide. Then we go out and play Sydney last week. We win every single quarter last week against Sydney. We win every single quarter against Brisbane today. That's the 9th time in AFL history that a team has won all 4 quarters against the 2 reigning premiers. But we are the first team for that to go back to back. We are on absolutely incredible ground right now, right? And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because we're still so early in the preview. But this has got a good feeling about it. This has got a good aura about it. At the start of the video, I said we don't even have Schultz in it. I look at what Schultz has done for the first 4 weeks. We don't even have Houston in the team. How are these two going to get into a team that looks like that? What is going on? This is absolutely unbelievable. For the last few years, you know, Collingwood was sort of known as, you know, the comeback kings, and we're winning games by under a goal. We're winning games by under 12 points and stuff. What I love about this season is we're seeing a whole new Collingwood, and I've talked to some friends about this as well. This year, including this game against the Lions, we've kicked 100 points on 3 occasions out of our 6 games. Last season, we only kicked 100 points in 4 games. Now, that's a sign of a winning team, right? In 2018, 2023, we make the grand final in both of those years. In both of those years, we kick 100 points in 10 games in each of those seasons. So we could be onto something there where we're a high-scoring team, and this is the new Collingwood now. Well, I hope it's the new Collingwood where we're not just beating teams, we are smashing teams, and it's just so good to see. And you're always going to be a little bit nervous because classic Collingwood, but it's good to see that we're starting to put teams away, because I remember starting this challenge in 2019, and every single time I would say it, we would never put teams away. But that's exactly what we are doing right now. So we went into this game without Tim Membry. They do a really late Geelong style late change. They bring in Mason Cox, who didn't have the best game at all by any stretch of the imagination. And Lockie Sullivan comes out. But our 2Ms, Mychek kicks 2 goals, McStay kicks 3 goals, and he kicks 2 goals to start the game. And those guys were on fire. They were absolutely everywhere. I can see why they brought in Mason Cox. They did want that third tall. I definitely would have preferred Membry, or give Charlie West a debut. I know he wasn't on the emergencies, but give Charlie West a debut. Nick Dacos, 38 possessions, 12 score involvements, 600 metres gained. They tried to tag him again, and it just didn't work. If James Jordan was the best tagger and Nick got off the leash last week, what the hell was Dunkley and who was it? Dunkley and Membry. Not Membry, Dunkley and Berry. What were they going to do? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, right? So these guys, Josh Dacos had 35 or something disposals, and he smashed it as well. The Dacos brothers, better than the Ashcroft brothers. Let's just put that out on the table. But everyone was firing. And McCreary, I thought he had a fantastic game. Only kicked the one goal, but he, like I was telling my cousins, and like my cousins were telling me as well, he just gives 120%. He is running everywhere. Bobby Hill kicks 2 goals, and he was just out on his feet, that run down the wing. Ned Long, again, another legacy game. It's just Elliott in his 200th game kicks 2 goals, so he's 3 goals away from 300. Everyone needed to step up, and everybody stepped up today. Isaac Quaynor, Jeremy Howe, Darcy Moore. Thankfully, Darcy Moore was not concussed, just got a bit of a rip to his ear. Incredible. Incredible. This team is doing something to me. This team is giving me butterflies. The aura I can feel radiating off this team is the same aura I felt at the start of 2023. No word of a freaking lie. So in the preview, we said that Brisbane love playing down the corridor. That's how they get their run. That's how they get their run and carry, their goals through corridor scores. Sydney like to do the same. We clogged it up against Sydney, and I said we need to repeat that against Brisbane. We did that and then some. There was nowhere for Brisbane to go. They had to go wide. It was slower. It lets our defense set up. In the last quarter, it got away from us a little bit, but the game was to bed by then. But we had to send them wide. They couldn't go down the corridor. But then you look at what we were doing. We were just running and gunning. They said we were too old, too slow right at the start against the Giants. And I told you that was an anomaly, right? I told you that was an anomaly. And look at that. We win 5 in a row. We're top of the ladder until, Gold Coast beat Richmond. It was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, someone that I do want to talk about is Jordan De Goey. So Jordan De Goey came in, and in the team talk I said, is he fit to play and is he fit to perform? They must think so, that he was both. In that first half, he had 4 disposals, 1 tackle, and 15 metres gained. He finished the game with 60 metres gained, 2 goals, 1, and a handful of disposals. I don't know. Look, he warmed up towards the end of the game, which I understand, and he needs to get match fitness. I get that. I personally, look, 2 goals. What I'm saying is it was a juxtaposition to the stat sheet, right? Because he did score 2 goals, and in the second half he played okay. I still would have probably not played him and got heaps of training into him, take him into Anzac Day with a big fit body, give him half a game in the VFL or something like that. So I would have liked to have seen Ed Allen play a big game. That was probably the only blight I had on this game. But he did kick 2 goals, which I'm grateful for. He did work his way into it. Hopefully we see an even fitter and more firing De Goey against Essendon, because he loves playing the Bombers. He loves the big Anzac Day stage. Look, I think we're a genuine flag threat. I do think, the lid is off. The lid is absolutely off. I'm going to put it on a little bit now because my hair looks shit. One area why I think, like I talked about before, the 100 plus points, we've let in an average of 60 something points in this season. We let Brisbane score 53 points, which is insane. Sydney scored 70 something, and then the other teams a couple of weeks ago, 60 and whatever it may be. So we're scoring high, but we're not letting teams get the scores on us, where our defense is like a rock right now. And yeah, it's a credit to Darcy Moore, who's our number 1 ranked defender. It's a credit to Billy Frampton, Jeremy Howe, who's having a good season. Isaac Quaynor's working his way into it. I just think we're a genuine chance. And after the Carlton and Footscray game, you go, okay, they're shit teams, right? They're crap teams. They're playing crap. Footscray weren't playing crap. They just had a lot of outs. But you go, okay, we beat them. We need to see what we stack up to against a good side like Sydney, against a good side like Brisbane. We beat Sydney, and then you go, okay, really good win against Sydney, but how do we look like against an undefeated side? And in my preview, I said, this is a free hit. Let's try out some new things. Let's see what happens. And we go out and we beat them by 52 points. I just can't with this team. I absolutely just can't with this team. This is an incredible start to the season. 5-1. And I'm just loving what I'm seeing. It's an evolution. It's an evolution of Collingwood. We saw the close win Collingwood. Are we now finally seeing the put the team to the sword Collingwood, the big win Collingwood? Is that finally going to start happening now? Because if we do, absolutely watch out. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on the game down below. And until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and also next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later.